Hi, hey, and all those other greetings by adventures. Welcome back to Spade Gals Productions Game Boxing Channel with me, Jake Spins, who's also from Spade Gals Original with Girl's Cyclones, Quincore, Florali, and vlogs, as well as art videos that all of you guys can check out. Now today, I'm going through a bunch of unboxing stuff. That's very fitting that I say that because this is interesting. A lot of the times, as you guys know, I focus on one item or items in a series, such as something like the Sonic comics. You know, every once in a while I'll just put them randomly. Maybe not the best choice, but the GE plush. You know, I focus my time on one video and one product, and I just go from there, keep making videos in the series, and keep collecting. And then, of course, you have videos such as the Toy Network video. See, there we go. That's a better one. Where I go over the Toy Network plush that I now have, and then I compare them to the ones that I had as a child. Just to show you guys what they're like from childhood and what they're actually supposed to be like. But on very rare occasions, very rare, I just have so many in the same category, so many that are similar, but just different enough. Different medias, such as video game, poster, comic, very different mediums. But they're in the same series, and I just don't have the ability to give them enough for one video slot because they're not really big enough for me to talk about information-wise, or I don't know that much about the stuff. So today, we're having another Sonic haul. You might recognize this shirt if you saw the last Baby Sine unboxing, which I don't know when all of this stuff will go out because I'm going through the motion, but it is Mario Day as I'm recording this, and maybe I shouldn't mention that because it's just during the video, but who cares? It doesn't matter. What does matter though is what we'll be unboxing. So what I've done in the past is I've taken the least interesting to the most interesting. That isn't to say that the first few items are gonna be super boring or irrelevant. That's just saying that, in my mind, the stuff last is probably the stuff that you'll be like, yes, give me more of that, you know? So, you'll have to wait a little bit, unless you skip forward. I know it's a long intro, I'm sorry. But anyway, let's go for the first item, and I'm going to have to cut because I still have to open. Alrighty. And it's here. It's open. I was going to jokingly be like, oh, could eat this. And then I saw that there's a weird, like, splintery thing on the bag. So, no thank you. Dinner is not served. But, believe it or not, this right here halted the whole entire video for a while. The reasoning being that it is a poster, and I needed a frame for it before I unboxed it. So that's kind of why this whole thing is happening. The first one of these, there is a series, and the first one I can't actually get. This is technically the second one, and then I have the third one up in my room. I can't remember. I believe it was the first one of these. My brother had his wisdom teeth out, and I helped take care of him. And I was kind of just like, hey mom, for like a reward, can I get this poster? And she actually said yes. So the first one came about. This one, however, I bought on my own merit. So let's open it, because you guys are probably dying to know what it is. I don't know why I said it like that, or why I even showed it at all. But hey, it's fine. It's cool. And this first layer, I realize, is actually good thing it's not the poster because I just ripped it. Great. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Yeah, could you imagine if that was the poster and I just did that right there? Oh my god, I would have had a fit because it's been way too long. I can't return it. I have not seen this in person. I've only seen this online, so I have absolutely no idea what this is going to look like, but I know it's going to be cool. I cannot wait to hang it up. If you're wondering, this is from Sonic Mania. You can buy it on the Sega shop. I don't know if it's still up, though. It might be. It might not be. But hopefully, if you want it, it still is, and I have not looked at it. But this is for my favorite playable character inside of Sonic, Tails. I should mention, Tails is not my favorite character. Just from the classic lineup, though, he's my favorite one to play as. I know a lot of people are like, Knuckles is the best. He can glide, he can climb, he can break through different walls and go different paths. I get it. It makes sense. But for me, Tails can swim. He can fly wherever he wants. And while there are restrictions, Tails is super fun to play as, and I just really like exploring things. And to be honest, his gameplay in Sonic Adventure, say what you want about it, but it was pretty fun. Like, it was a pretty cool concept. Would I prefer it over Sonic's levels? Probably not, if you gave me the option, but I wouldn't sneeze on it either. It's, Tails has just always been a fun character to play as. And wow, it's already been 8 minutes. I'm so sorry. But here we go. This is the Sonic Mania Tails expression sheet. Not as good as the one for Knuckles, considering that the Tails, or the corner one, the bottom corner one, is literally Tails' butt. But that is to show, how he flies, and he didn't have the best reactions in Sonic Mania Adventures. While he did have some nice ones, Knuckles definitely had the best ones. I don't believe that Mighty Ray got one of these either, and you might be questioning, what about Sonic? Sonic did get one, but the public can't get them. It's kind of weird, but the expression sheet for Sonic they did as a special edition item, I believe, for when Sonic Mania Adventures was first announced, which also, coincidentally, I believe, was the same day that Sonic Mania Plus was announced. Everybody in the audience got a Sonic Express sheet, but it was exclusive to that. So no sight of them at all passed, and I don't think they'll ever be seen by the public. Well, sold to the public, which is kind of a bummer. But at the same time, I'm very happy that we were even able to get these expression sheets. This is something you don't see very often. So good job on you guys, because this is very smart, very cool. So yes, we are opening with the expression sheet. And the second item, I know a lot of people, they're not all about the comics. And that's fair, but that's also another reason why I'm starting out with, the next item is going to be this. Now, I've just revealed that they are comics, and you might be like, oh, they're IDW comics? Really? And I don't know about you guys, but I've mentioned this before multiple times. I've expressed my opinion very, very bluntly about this. I love the IDW comics, and if you don't, that's fine, but they're good. Give them a shot. Seriously. But these are not the IDW comics. These are the Sonic X comics. I decided a little bit ago that I was going to go and I was going to try to collect all of the Sonic X comics. this isn't going to be an every month, this is just going to be whenever I'm able to, and the reason why I did this mostly was because I actually got the first set of Sonic X DVDs in a collection. Episode 1 and Episode 2 are in a collection bundle, and that is amazing, and it's great. And I didn't show that on this unboxing, but to be fair, it's not as exciting. But this, in my opinion, I do find exciting. Especially since it's kind of the start of me doing a collection thing, and you might be like, well, what about the Yoshi's Island stuff? I know, I put too much on my plate, and I'm sorry. But I will be reading these X comics, and it's definitely something I'm excited about. I won't be collecting the other Archie ones, but as I said before, the reason why I got these ones specifically, or this pack specifically, was because it's the first 3 comics. It's the first 3. There's the third one. So, let me show you really quick. So, this is the first one. We'll get a better look at them before. And this is, in a second. But this is actually a lot nicer that I have the full screen thing, because you can see these comics a lot better. And it, honestly, looking at the camera, I hope it translates, because this looks super good on the camera. Holy crud. It looks really nice in real life, too. You then have... Oh, shoot. Shoot. Alright, it's fine. So that was the first issue. Very reminiscent, and if you're wondering, that is from the first episode of Sonic X, and that is from Sonic running away from the Speed Team. Whether that will actually be on, you know, throughout the whole entire thing, I honestly don't know. I don't even know if Chris is in this. I have heard, like, Sally and all that is in this, because these are all Archie comics, which is really awesome. The next cover... Sorry, there was just, like, a weird texture thing on the side, and I was like, is this damaged? I mean, it said mint. I don't know, it might be slightly, but it doesn't matter. If it is, it's not too much. The next one shows Sonic, Tails, and Amy, which the second episode was actually of Sonic going and saving Cream and Cheese. So this might actually be the start of where this shifts, because I believe this is actually a continuation of the original Archie comics at this point. They did this for a few others. Apparently they did it for Unleashed too, which is honestly kind of neat. The next one shows Sonic with Rouge and Cream and Eggman in the back. So honestly, I feel like right away, other than the first comic, it seems like they kind of go away from that idea of basing this completely off of the Sonic X episodes, which I'm kind of fine with that, to be honest. Looking at this first page, though, I won't be looking too much into these, but you do have Sonic with Sam Speed. I do see Chris in there, and I do see Chuck in there. So this is based on the show. And, oh, it's like a paper texture. So that's not as good. So it starts off as a race. I'll be looking at that soon, but I'm assuming they're going to show that race, and then they're going to show him coming into the world. I might be wrong. The second one probably has previously on... Oh no, it's Sonic at a sea base. Sonic's already going into the water in the second comic. That's pretty weird, man. I mean, it did happen pretty early in the Sonic X episodes. I believe, like, episode 3-ish. And then, let's look... Oh! Oh my god, oh my god. I mean, the pop star thing right there is really weird. But look at that! Sonic's running away from freaking killer whales! Orcas, man! Orcas, yes! Oh my god, this is going to be super fun to read. And, as I said before, I will be trying to collect all of the Sonic X comic books. Who knows when all that'll happen or when it'll appear in videos. It might be like the IDW ones where I just kind of shove it at the end of another Sonic unboxing. But there's that. And again, that did take a little longer, and I'm sorry for all the people who are like, come on, where's the rest of the haul stuff? Don't worry, the next one we don't even have to unbox. You may know that for a little bit, I've been starting to collect the Sonic Genesis Sonic Retro games. I already have Sonic 1, Sonic Spinball, and Sonic 2. Now, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 are the not for resale versions. They are the American versions. I probably am not going to go into the whole version thing. I have them already, and it's fine. The next one, however, Sonic 3. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a genuine copy of Sonic 3. If you didn't know, Sonic 3 has an interesting history because Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, which, before you get too excited, I don't have Sonic and Knuckles. I just don't yet. It's the hardest one to find so far out of that trio. Well, out of the 4 games. But Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles were actually supposed to be one game. One giant game, but due to limitations, Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles were split in half into 2 separate games. Of course, as you guys know, this was later merged in stuff like the GameCube's Mega Collection, which brought Hypersonic. Hypersonic wasn't brought back, though, because he flashes. He flashes a bunch of different colors, and that presented a very, very big issue. Sonic 3, though, is very fun. You know, it introduces Knuckles into it, being the third mainline character. I also don't have Sonic CD, I should mention that. But here is the back of the box. The artwork is very, very nice, very fun. I'm assuming that the eyes in the bushes are probably supposed to be Knuckles. I honestly can't tell you, but who else that would be? You know, you've got all the characters there, so I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. But if you haven't played these games, pretty fun. I did do Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the channel with Brandon, so definitely make sure to check that out at some point. And it looks like it's got some dust on it. But I did score me a copy with a manual. I don't have one for Sonic. I don't think I have one for Sonic 2, and I don't think I have one. I know I don't have one for Spinball. But we're going to be extremely careful because if I damage this, if I rip this, I will be very upset with myself, just like with the poster. Oh, wow! On the back of the manual, it's actually promoting Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. That's another one that I do have to get at some point. I'm going to focus on the Sonic Genesis ones first, most likely. But yeah, this is another black and white, whole entire black and white manual, which is fine. It makes sense. They didn't have color printers back then, I believe, but no, this stuff is colored. I'm not actually sure then. But it would have been, they probably weren't as common, or it was probably a lot more expensive to get those, so you'd want the front to look a lot better, and you're already using so much color and stuff, so it probably just wasn't as common. I'm not, you know what, I was going to take it out of the game case, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. It's a bad idea. But here's the cartridge. It looks very nice, and good. So that is Sonic 3. You might be like, okay, well, with Sonic 3 under your belt, is that it? You know, that's the third item. It would be very fitting. I just realized I didn't even do that on purpose. That's pretty cool. But that's not it. We have one more thing. Like a Nintendo Direct, we have one more thing. It's not a big, crazy announcement or big, crazy game, but we do have one thing. I don't know if this is something that I have mentioned before, Now I've lost my train of thought because I had to stop myself. But either way, we have a sealed game. Now, you may be like, Spence. Really? A sealed game. You could just be pulling out a copy of Sonic Forces sealed. What does that mean? What does that mean to me? What does that mean to any of us? Like, that doesn't even matter. A sealed game? Halt. Hold up. What if I told you this is an old sealed game? An old Sonic sealed game. Because it's Sonic Hall. Now, before you get too crazy, before I hype you up too much, this is not from the Genesis era. You might be like, huh? Well, it is, but it's not on that system. I should say it that way. It's Game Gear. It's Sonic 2 for the Game Gear. So, this is very interesting. For some bizarre reason, when Sonic was going on, and I could be wrong about this, if I am, let me know, but as Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 were going on the Genesis, they got releases on the Game Gear. But not exactly. Sonic 1 and 2, I believe, are these 8-bit, and then Genesis are 16-bit, I think. These are very different games. They're not ports over to the Game Gear. They're different games. Sonic 1 for Game Gear and Sonic 1 for Genesis, they're different games. Sonic 2 for Genesis, Sonic 2 for Game Gear, different games. And you can see on this, that is extremely true. I mean, he's got a hand glider. He's got a freaking hand glider. Like, that's crazy. And I can play this on Mega Collection, so I'm not too much like, oh, well, I can't open it. And this wasn't that expensive. This was about like $12 on eBay. You know, I don't think they faked this kind of stuff, because if they did, they definitely would have done for the first one. I've only seen one copy of the Game Gear Sonic 1, and that was like $50. That's not even sealed, so I don't even know what a sealed copy of that would be like. But I believe the premise of this one, if I'm remembering correctly, is that Tails gets kidnapped. You have to go and find him and rescue him, which is insane and very cool. Here's the back of the box. It's a very interesting looking game. It's a very nice looking game. I'm not sure if this is the one, or one of the Game Gear ones is the one that introduces the mini Sonic type of thing that got put in Mania. If I find out, I'll have to let you know. But this is where the transition from Mania Plus with the hand glider does come in. So there's not too much to say about this. I don't have a Game Gear, so that makes this even more like, at least I wouldn't have played it, but this is my first ever sealed game. I'm becoming a real collector. Old sealed game, like old school sealed game. Anyway though, guys, if you enjoyed, hit that like button, share this out with everybody known love. Brother, mother, sister, father, iguana. If you want to buy any of this stuff, the poster, as I said, that's Sega Shop. The Sonic X comics, you can probably find those on eBay. It's probably eBay. I know that's where I got this trio. They did have a few, so if you want it, it's probably on there. Sonic 3, I think I also bought... No, I bought that on Mercari. And Game Gear I bought, the Sonic 2 Game Gear I bought on eBay. On eBay, though, those Sonic 2 sealed ones come up a lot. So if there's anything you know about it, if I so happen to get trolled or conned, that's the word, let me know. I don't think it's a bootleg because it looks real. I mean, honestly, I don't think that you really would fake that kind of thing. And it's factory sealed. So unless somebody owns a factory and they just put some random thing in there, because you never know. You're never going to open a sealed classic game. So, but that's it. I did know it was going to be about like 30 minutes. But I was hoping it wouldn't be that long. Sorry that it's super long and sorry that I rambled a little bit. But that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep your toes safe.